In today's video, we'll read and review 5 very interesting facts about marriage. We had been looking forward to shooting this video, and coming across this fact was awesome. As you can see, Fibz is not smiling. She was very excited when we were reviewing this thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are 5 interesting facts about marriage with a sprinkle of our takes on them as a married couple. Let's dive in.
The first one is married couples need to spend more time together, which is very true because research has it that the average married couple spend just 4 minutes a day of focused time alone together.
Yeah.
I know you're surprised, right? But that's true. And that's because they get busy with jobs, their kids, TV, the internet, hobbies, and home and family responsibilities. So before you know it, you're easily carried away by doing other things instead of spending time with your partner.
Spouse.
So the truth is that be deliberate on this thing. You have to be very, very intentional, because if you focus too much on your job, you are going to retire someday. That job will no longer be there. If you focus so much on the kids, they are going to go to school and they are going to get married someday. So it will be just you and your spouse. Before you know it, you and your spouse are already far apart, and there's no more that bond that used to connect you people together when you first met. That is why married couples are being advised to spend time together, do things together in order to keep that bond and that relationship going.
Another thing that many people fail to understand about marriage is that it can bring see-finish. See-finish is our own jargon for familiarity. You get so familiar with each other and you justify your reasons for being far apart. The woman can say, I'm taking care of the children, I'm too busy, why do I need to have time with you? The man is busy pursuing his career. Some that work at home or work from home will not have time for their spouses too, and that fractures relationship. We fail to understand that the couple, that's the husband and the wife, are the foundation for everything else. For your home to succeed, that dynamics between the two of you needs to be sustained and improved. So don't allow see-finish to make you not to spend quality time with each other. The next fact is, marrying a partner from an affair rarely works out. Research has shown that over 75% of people who marry partners from an affair eventually divorce. That means 3 out of 4 couples that marry spouses from an affair would eventually divorce, and it's not surprising. But at the same time, 25% would work out, but they require the work that many people forget to do in their marriages or their relationships and jump to other people. So you still do the work. And some of the reasons why these marriages don't work out are, first, trust issues.
Yes, and that's because the foundation for the marriage was already faulty.
Yeah.
It was built on escape, on fantasy, on deceit. So there will definitely be trust issues in the marriage, because that person cheated and you helped them cheat. So you wouldn't trust anything that they are saying, even if they are saying the truth.
And they will also not trust you because you are a cheating accomplice or you are a cheat. That's how it works. Then another reason is guilt and shame. Some eventually develop guilt from cheating and then moving in with someone, and that can create an emotional distance, and we know that emotional distance will wreck marriages on their own. So yes, understand that even as some people cheat, they still feel bad about it.
It's also possible to carry the previous baggage of secrecy, deception, and betrayal from the previous relationship or marriage to the next.
So you find out that the people getting married are already deceptive, they are secretive, and they betray. These are not good qualities to carry into marriage at all. These things wreck marriages. There's no way someone will want to have a spouse that has these qualities.
It's basically the same thing that they did to their exes. So now you're scared that that same person might do the same to you.
Exactly, and they're already professionals. Then another factor that would affect that is external judgment. Let's say the truth, we still live in a society that people frown upon affairs. People are not okay with that, and then you decide to make your affair open and get rid of your previous spouses to get married. You definitely wouldn't win the approval of most people. So there will be a lot of judgment and criticism from family members, friends, and even the society. Remember the story of Yul Edochie and how Nigerians came for his neck. They are still coming for his neck. All these factors and others within this will lead to the eventual fallout in the marriage.
The third one is marrying young is a greater risk for a failed marriage. So research has it that marrying younger than age 25 dramatically raises the divorce risks of the couples involved. That's because 25 years is the age that people reach mental maturity. So if you marry younger than that, it's possible that you've not fully matured.
The thing we fail to understand is that marriage requires a lot, and part of the requirement is first one, understanding himself or herself, your needs, your aspirations, your goals. These are essential for you in order to be able to pick a spouse that will walk in that journey together with you. As they used to say, for someone that doesn't know where he or she is going to, anyway is a way. So if you don't understand yourself, any spouse is a spouse. But if you have a deep understanding of yourself, which comes with maturity, you'll be able to understand whom to pick and whom not to pick. As they say, because the two of you are good does not mean that you are good together. So this helps you to calm down and choose properly.
Marriage is very demanding, and if you're an emotionally immature person, you're going to ruin it.
There are many things that are going to press your neck, and being unable to handle them will put you at a disadvantage. One thing about marriage that even works out for couples is being able to understand your spouse. It helps you to be fair. Imagine you're not even able to understand and deal with your emotions. What makes you confident that you're going to be able to understand and deal with the emotion of the opposite sex? There's a reason why they are called opposite sex. So you need to mature to a certain extent to handle these things.
You also require problem-solving skills to be successfully married, and not just from your spouse and kids, but mixing up family issues with external issues like career, finances, societal changes, etc.
So yes, you're going to have some family issues which will continue. You and your spouse are growing and developing your understanding yourself. Children come with their baggages. Couples that have children will tell you that one. And then you're mixing all these things together with issues from work, with finances and the rest. It's not really for the weak. True. Marriage is not for the faint-hearted at all. So if you really don't have good problem-solving skills, which needs maturity to be able to harness that particular skill, you're not going to do well in marriage. Then another thing with marrying younger is that it's been proven that it takes time for you to be financially stable. And it's been shown that after becoming dependent, that means you leave your parents, they are no longer sponsoring you under standard temperature and pressure. You need between 5 to 10 years before you become financially stable. Definitely there are exceptions to this, and these 5 to 10 years include pay rise and even promotion on its own. So younger people will not be able to achieve that stability and they go into marriage. We know marriage is financially demanding, so you would struggle a lot, and that strains marriage.
Many women are tied down because of financial and emotional dependency on their husbands because they married young. They also cannot help out. So when the breadwinner has a financial setback, everyone suffers.
Yeah, everyone does. When I was working in Nigeria, there are many times that many women, maybe the child has been sick for weeks, but they've been unable to bring the child to the hospital because there was no money, and their husband was either not around or not having money. So they have to wait for money to come first before they bring the child. And most times at that time, things are already worse and outcome might be grim. So imagine that you're marrying early and you can't be able to help out in that aspect, despite the fact that you want to work it out. So please don't be in a hurry to marry. Don't be.
The fourth point is cohabiting before marriage can pose a greater long-term relational risk.
Despite the fact that many suggest that couples should cohabit before getting married, as it helps them to get familiar with each other or understand each other, studies have shown that there's a higher divorce rate and lower level of marital satisfaction among couples who cohabitated before tying the knot. Surprising, right?
Several factors that could cause this include unplanned pregnancy leading to an ill-conceived marriage.
One of the things about cohabitating is you have sex and you can get pregnant. That one will make the couple to now decide to get married, and that's not enough reason to get married. You could be pregnant for someone and that person will not be a good spouse per se. Our parents' generation easily did that in Africa. When you get someone pregnant, you just marry the person, and many of their marriages were not something to write home about.
Another reason for the high rate of divorce due to cohabitation is the lack of a definitive decision to commit, and that's because the person is already enjoying the benefit of marriage before committing.
Marriage requires legally that the couple commits, and if they're already getting the benefits of marriage without committing, commitment just ties them down, and you find out that it strains them and they want to get out as soon as possible.
Another thing that cohabitation does is it makes it hard for people to part ways even when they are supposed to. They see the red flags, but because they're already living together, it's hard to just walk away. And when they eventually get married, they will not be able to sustain that marriage because definitely those signs they saw and ignored ignore will still be there.
Marriage requires you to think rationally. Cohabitating puts you in a tight spot. So you find out that it's more difficult for you to work out compared to couples that are not cohabitating and would easily call it off, because last, a broken relationship is still better than a broken marriage. The last fact for today is people in happy marriages tend to be more productive at work. It's been shown that American businesses lose approximately $6 billion in revenue as a result of decreased worker productivity linked to marital hardship.
Employees in a happy marriage, in contrast, tend to increase a company's bottom line.
Yes. So those that are happily married will generally be more productive at work and generate more money for the companies. So companies should come and be searching for happily married people to employ, I beg.
Are they going to ask you if your home is happy?
And I'll tell them yes. In fact, I think I'll use that when I'm applying for a job. I'll say I come from a happy home.
Maybe you include it in your CV.
I should. And that's because me, practically, I enjoy that. As a medical doctor, I can forget the stress of hospital and come back home because I know I'm coming to meet my lovely wife and my lovely daughters, and we'll forget everything about the hospital and continue our lives. A happy home makes it easier for you to cope with the stress of the outside world. It also helps you to reboot from the daily wahala or troubles that come from hustle. So imagine you're suffering at work and then you're suffering at home. It's a problem.
That means that if you're not having a good home, a happy home, you're at risk of even losing your job.
That's 2-0. It's well.
Amen.
That's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it.
So because of how we enjoyed it, we've decided to make this a series. Trust us, this will be worth it for you.
Which of these facts shocked you the most? Let us know in the comment section.
And which one do you agree with or disagree with? Please drop it on the comment section.
Yeah, so if you're here to subscribe and you enjoy what you're seeing here, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, especially if you enjoyed the video.
And also share our content with whoever you think will find it helpful.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace out.